Test, 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 test. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Senior High. Adrian Cummings here alongside Luke Carpenter as part of our KNOX live sports coverage. Happy to have this game for you tonight. Really excited for the matchup we have in front of us. This is an up-and-coming East Grand Forks Greenwave team taking on the Pirates of Crookston High School. What should be a nice matchup tonight. Crookston, interesting team. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this matchup. Generally have just kind of one sort of star player and kind of let the rest of the guys feed out from there, but they're certainly going to need a little bit more as this East Grand Forks full court press is really going to be stifling, folks. We're about an hour away from tip. We're just taking you through some of our pregame motions as we get our equipment tested. What should be a nice matchup this evening. Luca, let's try that. Okay, are you on still? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Senior High School. Adrian Cummings here alongside Luca Carpenter in what should be an excellent matchup of Minnesota 8 AA basketball. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to East Grand Forks Senior High. Adrian Cummings here alongside Luca Carpenter. Should be a nice night for matchup. Should be a nice night for hoops. Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. No better.
What's that? I have no clue. That's controlled on this thing. And I have no idea how to adjust this.
Test, 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 test. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Senior High School. Adrian Cummings here alongside Luke Carpenter, what should be a nice matchup of our Minnesota 8 AA Norwest Conference hoops. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to East Grand Forks Senior High. Adrian Cummings here alongside Luca Carpenter in what should be an excellent matchup as the Greenwave are taking on the Pirates of Crookston High School, what we expect to be an excellent basketball matchup this evening. Okay, let's try this, Luca. It's not covering up. Okay, let's just try that. We're going to have to do what we can do tonight because for whatever reason, this is causing us a continual issue, which is fine. I mean, that happens, but test. We welcome you to what should be a nice hoops matchup, folks. Okay, very good. Thanks for your help, Luca. Let us... Test. Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you to East Grand Forks Senior High, Adrian Cummings here alongside Luca Carpenter on this cold and blustery January evening. We're nice and warm inside of East Grand Forks Senior High here as the Greenwave taking on the Crookston Pirates from right down the road. This down the Highway 2 matchup should be an excellent night for hoops, folks. As always, this broadcast is brought to you by our pregame sponsors. They are True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. Should be a very nice night of hoops. Very busy week of hoops for the East Grand Forks Greenwave, and we'll talk about that a little bit further. But I was talking with Coach Josh Perkowitz, and I will talk definitely about that a little more. Got to talk to him for about half hour or so before the game. Really nice to get an opportunity to chat with him. Had a lot of good insight. Talked a lot about how his team building, his philosophy behind coaching. A lot of good, interesting stuff, but he's looking forward to this matchup tonight, and it should be an excellent tilt. We're a few minutes away from tip here. JB still wrapping up Greenwave. Winning this one convincingly. Then we'll get some varsity warm-ups and we'll take you through the pregame motions. Again, you're listening to the pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. We'll send you a short break and we'll be right back.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to SprayAdvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always...
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com. Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you back here to Senior High, the Greenwave Junior Varsity squad just wrapping up a handling of the Crookston Pirates 77-30. As I was on the sideline, lots of turnovers for that team, certainly promising. Coach Josh Perkowitz talking about how his team really has embodied playing a defensive identity, and certainly that's translating over to the junior varsity squad. We're going to try and adjust some of our audio here for you folks, so we apologize if it jumps up and down a little bit, trying to get this figured out before our broadcast goes live, folks. As part of our pregame festivities, we will take you through the drive for the title. This pregame show brought to you True North Equipment and True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. We'll take you through this Drive for the Title. Drive for the Title is brought to you by Toys for Trucks. Folks, I talk about it often. Wintertime, auto start time, cold, frigid morning like today, even a cold day. I pretty much ran my truck probably about an hour and a half today. I like it warm. I don't park inside. So call Toys for Trucks for an excellent remote start. Seriously, it's the best money I ever spent. I'd recommend it to just about absolutely anybody. So feel free to give them a shot as we take a look at our Drive for the Title through the Section 8 AA standings. East Grand Forks squarely in the middle at 4-0. It's a little bit skewed how this QRF system works. That no one really seems to know how this system works, but what we do know is that the Greenwave have had an excellent season thus far and are looking only to get better. Last Friday night, they knocked off Pelican Rapids in a tight game. They play a full-court press, and Coach Perkowitz alluded to this, and we'll talk through some of this as we get further into this pregame show, but really nice showing from the Greenwave. Good, tough win that they got. Nice for them to go out and prove it to themselves against Pelican Rapids, who is 5-1 and at the top of the Section 8 AA standings. Another team generating a lot of buzz in the media, Warroad. They are 5-0 and 12-0 overall. A lot of single-A wins for them, but really nice season by Warroad. And certainly not someone that we would traditionally call a basketball power, if you will. Perham also not exactly understanding how the model works here, but Perham at 1-2 in the conference with 6-2 overall is popping just a hair higher than East Grand Forks. They're the Greenwave firmly in the middle, 4-0, 5-2 on the season. 5-0 on the season, 5-2 on the season overall, 4-0 within the conference. DGF 2-1, Barnesville 3-1, Thief River 2-2, and then a handful of stragglers rounding at the bottom. And there's Crookston, our opponent tonight. They're 1-2 in the season and 2-3 overall. And really, what has been an eventful basketball season thus far, it's been really this is an East Grand Forks team who they feel like their window is definitely wide open. They've had last season. I watched them enough to know that they were good, they were competitive, but they were just maybe not exactly ready to take that next step. But now at this point, I think that East Grand Forks is really ready to show people they're serious. I mean, QRF, the magical, mythical formula, has it right now at number 22 in the state. And they jumped from 45 at that win over Pelican. They have a huge game against Fertile Beltrami tomorrow night. So in a very short few days, just 3 weekdays, they could really make some noise and move up and down these standings, folks. This has been our Drive to the Title, brought to you by Toys for Trucks as part of our pregame show. We're about 18 minutes away from tip here. We're going to send you to another break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to KNOX.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats, to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you back into this pregame show, Adrian Cummings here alongside Luca Carpenter, my cameraman, and what should be an excellent night for hoops. Again, in East Grand Forks, playing host to the Crookston Pirates from just down Highway 2. Folks, we're getting our audio situated. Hopefully it's sounding a little bit better for you. We're going to take you through this pregame show. We're going to next flip to our fuel for the game. This is brought to you by Circle K. Brand new location right on 13th Avenue South in South Washington. This fuel for the game, they're open 24/7, Circle K. And this fuel for the game, I'd like to spotlight a few big players or folks that you maybe want to get to know their names. I will say that one name that really pops out to me here is Carson McDonald. So I'm a part of a little bit of like a basketball group that plays on some Wednesday nights, and Carson McDonald has showed up occasionally, and he is a very, very good ball player. So certainly excited to see what he can bring. Of course, Austin Rustling, he's kind of the one that really a lot of folks know. A lot of folks have seen what he's doing. He's averaging 21-7 this year, so an outstanding prep athlete. He is excellent, excellent, excellent. Look forward to him putting on a show. And interesting enough, in that Pelican game, he really did not have a ton of points. I think he had like 5 or 6 points during the course of the game. Got into foul trouble early, but Carson McDonald was able to carry the water and chop the wood as he finished with 26. And again, in that tight game they won last Friday. So this Greenwave team has the ability to this Greenwave team really has a great ability to hang with a lot of good teams. And honestly, I think this could be, again, their window is open, but these players, Chase Lindgren, another one, averaging 10.5 points a game. I mean, they can get their scoring. Jez Jones is a contributing player. It's really just kind of death by maybe 1,000 pin pokes. Again, they're going to play probably 10, 11 deep. A lot of full court pressing, defensive identity for this team, and these are the guys that are getting it done. Other side of the ball, Crookston, they got a couple good players. Wadena, maybe a team that's middling or middle bottom, but certainly Crookston putting on a show. Hunter Nicholas had 29 against them, and when I was talking to Coach Berkowitz, he had alluded to that, you know, if Nicholas beats them, that's fine, but one player is not going to be able to put up 60 points tonight, and we think that's going to be some of their strategy. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And our keys to the game, that'll be brought to you by Darrell's Knockerville. This is our fuel for the game. But Hunter Nicholas, look for him to ball to be in his hand a lot, and look for him to really put on a show. Tyler Michelson, also excellent player, really, really a standout athlete for the Crookston Pirates. He does a nice job, takes care of the ball. They're competitive, and certainly like to have both of them on the floor. But again, when they're playing a single guard setup, it's really, really tough to compete against this full court press. And then Reggie Widgum, look for him to contribute as well tonight, as we'll get a feel for some of these players. Just 12 minutes away from tip, so we're inching ever closer. Again, this pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. This broadcast is brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Folks, we'll be right back. You send it to a break. Bring you back in, and we'll talk through our Darrell's and Hockey World keys to the game, and we'll get ever closer to tip. You're watching KNOX.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters. Something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Need seed? Think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Well, folks, as we welcome you back to the True North Equipment Signature Graphics and Apparel pregame show, Adrian Cummings here, excited to have some hoops for you folks. And we are rolling right through this pregame show, about a little over 9 minutes to tip, so we should be right on time for 7:30. We'll do our best to keep this one long. When we get close to the national anthem, we'll send it to our final break. Starting lineups will be a little bit delayed. Was not able to grab that from the coaches in pregame, so I'll try to do that live. The starting lineups will be brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust. Folks, on to our final element of the pregame show. This is our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Jarrell's Sports and Hockey World. Stop in and see what's new for the season. Hey, you might have seen in the news, new drive-thru at Jarrell's. Just come right through the front window. They'll be ready to serve you. Joe and his team do an excellent job. Great hometown service, good prices to boot. Cannot say enough good stuff about Jarrell's. Of course, one of our long-term, really, really great partners here of KNOX Sports. East Grand Forks Keys to the Game. A couple things they got to look out for here, and I wouldn't even necessarily say look out for, because they have a very strong identity in how they want to play. And those that might be familiar with basketball, maybe you're a grandparent watching, maybe you've seen some basketball, but the Greenwave, I think, play basketball in what I consider as a purist who sees a lot of games a year and watches a lot of hoops. They play the right way. They have a lot of really strong defensive identity. They do a nice job taking care of the basketball. Of course, that full court press is pretty much ever present. Gives a lot of teams trouble, especially when you don't have good ball handlers. And we discussed that a little bit, but that's exactly right, is that without good ball handlers, it really, really gets tough to play against East Grand Forks Brass. What they need to be ready for is to use that transition game, move quickly. Expect them to get a lot of steals, a lot of tip balls, and they're very, very good. They're very, very free with playing with their hands. Get their hands out, deflect the ball, tip here, tip there. So look for them to move quickly and swing that up court. And their playmakers are not afraid to, I won't say turn and burn necessarily, but they're ready to get up court quickly because they have such a strong defensive presence. They don't necessarily need to keep 5 back or hang back and play slower. So look for them to get into transition quickly and often. Be prepared to match up in the half court. This shouldn't be a problem for them. But Crookston will try and press them and play, not necessarily press, but it's going to be half court defense. It's not going to be just outside the three-point line, tight in the paint. I mean, they're going to play them pretty much from half court on, so just be ready for that. Be ready to maybe a little bit quicker in your face than some other schools. Pelican did a nice job of this, and East Grand Forks able to weather that storm and win a tight one. And then be ready to see physicality. Nicholson, a big player, stands out. Braden Peterson coming in at, or Joshua Hesby, 6'3". Peter Wiersma, 6'5". Hunter Nicholas, 6'3". Reggie Windham, 6'2". So Crookston definitely has some height How they will use that obviously is going to matter tonight, but don't be afraid and don't be caught off guard when that physicality comes. I mean, East Grand Forks has got some length to get downhill quickly, but again, it's going to be tough to match up against really probably one of the better physically fit and physically ready teams across this Section 8 AA. And finally, for Crookston, weather the storm and break the trap. This is going to be sort of the X factor. If Crookston is able to play well against the trap, they will have a nice night, but it will be very, very tough. Typically what we see on some smaller schools, a lot of teams do this, bigger schools as well. They might have their rotation at 6 or 7 guys, totally fine. But what they'll do is their star players will play, the majority of the game. They might play 80, 90, 95% of the game. And that wears you out when East Grand Forks is probably going to be running 10, 11 deep. They're going to be cycling a lot of bodies at you. That defensive presence, that defensive strength, that is what's going to matter to East Grand Forks. So if Crookston's able to break out and break the trap, they have a decent shot at winning tonight. Close out on the perimeter shot. East Grand Forks loves to shoot the 3-ball. Rustling and CMAC, excellent players from the perimeter. They are not afraid to let it fly. They are not afraid to kind of aim. If they might have a step on a guy, they're going to shoot, and they're fine with that. So just be ready to close with that perimeter shot. And we talked a little bit about that again in that sort of that top key for the Greenwave. Prepare to match up in the half court. You know what's coming. I mean, that half court defense is coming. So they're maybe already kind of planning for this and trying to play up and play a little bit tighter. Finally, bang bodies and be physical. That is one area where Crookston is going to have the advantage in this game tonight, is just pure man-on-man size and strength. Crookston's a big team, and East Grand Forks is long, but they're not necessarily big, if you get what I mean. So be ready to bang bodies and play physical. Folks, these keys to the game brought to you by Jarrell Sports and Hockey World. We bring quality into play. Brand new drive-through South Washington, just a little bit south of actually Circle K. Folks, as we inch closer and closer, about 4 minutes to tip here, should be a nice night for basketball. Warm here in Senior High. Beautiful court, beautiful gym. Luke Carpenter, my cameraman, braving a little bit of a cold to help us out tonight, so we're super thankful for his help and what should be a nice night of basketball. Folks, we'll send you to our final break. If we catch the national anthem, it will be a double, and then we'll be ready and bring you hoops. East Grand Forks, Crookston tipping here in 5 minutes.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Wow, Ram buyers, listen up. Right now, get 22% off all remaining Ram trucks at Nelson Auto in Grand Forks. Yep, you heard right, 22% off. You pick 1500 or heavy duty and save 22% right off the top. Or get 0% for 72 months on select Wrangler, Grand Cherokee, Pacifica, or Dodge Hornet. These are huge discounts and 0% is back. It's a great time to take a test drive. Grab these huge discounts and low financing now at Nelson Auto Center, Grand Forks.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World. When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335. Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7.
This game at a high level of good sportsmanship.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you back to the broadcaster, a packed senior high as Luke Carpenter is going to zoom in on our Stars Spangles there, Stars and Stripes, and we will give you the national anthem. How about that, ladies and gentlemen, live from the pep band, their national anthem here. Crookston Pirates going to introduce their starters here. We'll try and catch them as they come through. Number 1, Reggie Windjam. At guard, a 6'4", 1'8" senior, number 21, Tyler Michelson. At guard, lost the name here, 5', 9' senior, Matthew Contreras. At forward, a 6'1" senior, Jack Everett. And finally, rounding out their starters, a 5', 12", or otherwise known as 6' senior, Ryan Lebarski. So a couple different players maybe that we weren't exactly expecting coming in as the lights come down here. The Greenwave going to get ready to get introduced here, folks. Maybe take you over to the video board there. This gym is packed, folks. Senior high is just full of people. We got the Pirates, we got the Greenwave, and we got the hardwood, folks. This should be an excellent basketball game for you tonight. We're happy to have it for you on this KNOX Live Sports Network. This is a part of our expanded local coverage. Really happy we're going to be able to see the Greenwave. We'll have their game tomorrow night as well. Probably be the same crew here, Adrian Cummings with Luke Carpenter, which should be an excellent game against Fertile Beltran, but we got to get through the first roadblock, which is Crookston. This game will be played under the supervision of the Minnesota High School Sports League. And here come the Greenwave starters, folks. Here we go. They're led by head coach Josh Perkowitz, 7 years at the helm, 13 years on the staff. We got a couple YBA young starters, little ball kids coming out here. This is awesome to see. Really, the growth that their youth program has seen over the last number of years is really, really tremendous, especially coming out of COVID, and we will talk about that a little bit further, probably in our halftime show. A junior guard, number 2, Carson McDonald. At junior number 3, Chase Lindgren. At guard, a junior number 4, Jez Jones. Name for those of you that have been part of our football broadcast, we are very familiar with Jez Jones. Excellent, good raw athleticism. Rounding out, one more to go, number 1, Austin Rustling. Folks, a name you probably heard in the newspaper and certainly on the airwaves is Austin Rustling. And finally, rounding out their starting lineup, a center, number 11, Brody Knutson. My apologies, lost the name there. That's going to be the Greenwave starting 5, folks. These starting lineups brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results, member FDIC. Folks, let's get ready for some basketball here. The Pirates playing visit to the Greenwave. Greenwave looking to continue their momentum, again picking up a nice win against Pelican Rapids and a good opportunity to extend that streak to 2 against a Crookston team that might be down a little bit, but certainly is going to be a tough game tonight. As everyone gets set, we're going to get ready for the first jump here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, just kidding. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Crookston wins the tip, and they bat that one out of bounds. East Grand Forks going to get an opportunity to inbound this one on the far side, right in front of that Pirate bench, and we'll get going early here. As I mentioned, an absolutely packed senior high. Should be a great environment. Super tight gym, really nice. Sound carries very well. Nice cut by Carson McDonald down low. Rustling finds him quickly, and McDonald's going to get going early with a very quick 2 off that first play of the game. And here comes this full court press from the Green Wave. Able to break that press, number 1, Reggie Windham. Windham's going to go downhill, but he debates on his pass there. Rustling's going to tip him, and they're going to say that one came off his fingertips. That one maybe had an opportunity to get to. Windham thought he stepped out on the baseline. As the Pirates going to inbound here, corner is Windham. Windham's going to drive, cut, jump. Nice 2 for him. Puts an easy 2 in, and he gets going early. They're going to really need him to have a nice night if they want a chance at this one. Greenwave quickly down the court. Carson McDonald now driving up and under. And 1. Not even an and 1. He's fouled, excuse me. Really impressed with how the Greenwave move on the court. Like we said, they like to get downhill. They're not afraid to drive really quickly and really kind of cut towards that net. As McDonald's first rolls off the front of the rim, but does settle for 1. His second off the rim, no good. And Crookston will get going here. Windham's going to drive quickly, going to take an opportunity. Floater inside, no good. Rustling, big rebound there, and he kicks it out. Greenwave moving quickly. Here's this transition play that we're looking for. And McDonald handling here. He swings over to Lindgren. Lindgren is stripped inside. Fouled, so they're going to get an opportunity inbound from the baseline here. Inbound goes baseline. That's going to be Brody Knutson going to lay that one in for probably one of the easier 2s of his high school career. As I get everyone on my score sheet, are going to be tough to keep stats for this Greenwave team. Here you see this full court press from Jez Jones. It's going to be tough to keep stats for this Greenwave team because they play a lot of players. There will be a lot of guys that get an opportunity to get to the rack tonight. Driving inside of the Pirates, stripped out of the back. And corralling that one is 21, Tyler Michelson. And he's going to pop a long three from the top of the key. No good. Rustling going to fight for the rebound. Going to end up by the way of Jez Jones. And working inside, Jones, nice cut downhill there, and he puts in another nice, easy two. Really liking how the Greenwave are getting to the net and getting to the rack early in this one. Not afraid to drive inside and push that game through the middle. Crookston doing a nice job early of breaking the press, but they got to find some scores here as this one's going to be not able to be corralled by Wingen, I believe. McDonald's going to work downhill. Popping from the corner, a long three. Nice rebound by McDonald. McDonald's going to work up and inside. Puts that one off the glass. He's got an early 5, and we got a timeout, folks. How about that? Greenwave open up on a nice 9-2 run. Get going, settle in early. Carson McDonald with the first 5, folks. We're going to take this one with him. This timeout brought to you by Apex Apparel, Big Jim's Tire.
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
As we welcome you back, folks, that timeout brought to us by Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tire. It might not be ag season, but that doesn't mean Big Jim's Tire is not ready to take care of you, folks. They do a ton of ag tires, but they pretty much do everything. And they give me a couple pairs of sneakers over the years on my pickup as well. Crookston now with the ball as they cross the half court. Handling this one is Jack Everett. Look for him to have a big night tonight, as they're going to work the ball back to Everett now. And I'm not sure where that what happened there, but I'm going to say Knutson, I guess, gave him something. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't see it myself. But that's not saying much with this old pair of eyes. Underneath is Nicholson. He's going to pop one off the top of the backboard. No good. Nicholas, and Rustling all alone under the net. It's going to put in an easy 2. So the Greenwave popping out very quickly in this one to an 11-2 lead. They've done a nice job getting downhill. Crookston has had some opportunities. They've just been unable to really play clean offense, but some of that, some jitters. They'll settle in a little bit, and this game probably will tighten up. Wingen in the corner now. He's going to work inside, takes an extra step there. And the Greenwave are going to get the ball back here as Perkowitz taking an opportunity to coach Jez Jones. He will send this inbound into the way of Lindgren. Lindgren meandering past half court. Far side McDonald. Cycles top Jones. Deep corner, that's going to be Lindgren as well. Not afraid to send that 3 out there, and he gets it to go. Lindgren adds his own name to the score sheet there for 3. As Jez Jones going to already play some nice pestering defense. Nice steal by Rustling there. Greenwave have numbers. Oh, Rustling looks to go underneath to Jez Jones, and Jones turns pretty quickly and says, hey, that one's on me. I had a nice opportunity there for another quick transition point, but this is what we've come to expect out of this Greenwave team. Really opportunistic basketball, not afraid to grab it when they can, and certainly they've shown early they are not afraid really to stick their hands in there. Working up the court now. Lubinski, deep corner 3 is going to come in, goes off the back iron, just a little strong. Rustling fighting for that rebound, unable to grab it. Nice second effort there. That one is Matthew Contreras, but is not able to get that one in, and the Greenwave are going to work quickly. Carson McDonald now far side. He's going to drive inside through a little contact. The shot no good, so that inbound is just going to come right off the floor. 4 minutes have just evaporated in this game. Greenwave opening on a very strong 14-2 run. That press not really giving Crookston trouble. Actually, Grand Forks, I think, has played better defense down in their own end. That press really is not necessarily cost them any problems yet. Not to say it won't here shortly. Jones to inbound baseline. He's going to find Rustling. Rustling corner, not afraid to have the ball in his hands. And nice cut down there by Knudsen. And they're going to get another foul. Wow, this whistle has come on quickly. See what we have here. 14 fouls on Crookston already, so really, really quickly they are approaching some foul trouble. This game is going to be played 2 halves, 18 minutes each. Rustling fights for a ball. Nicholas grabs him around the ankle. No call there. He's a little frustrated. All alone underneath the rack. Oh, Carson McDonald. Jack Everett an easy two. McDonald taps him on the elbow, and he's going to get it and one here. So a quick opportunity for a three-point play for the Pirates as McDonald picks up his first. Checking into the game for the Green Wave is number 34, Rylan Gravos, and number 13, Weston Mahar. Number 10, Riley Hams, I'm struggling to read this fine print on the program here, folks, so my apologies as we get settled into the names. I promise when you come back tomorrow night for this East Grand Forks Fertile Beltrami matchup, I'll have a little bit better better sense of our teams here. Nicholas goes for the rebound there, and that free throw unable to fall. So the Green Wave McDonald's foul does not turn into any extra points. Rustling weak inbound here to Jez Jones. Jones working up the court, coming right across the logo as he's going to command and try to pull a screen, I believe. Doesn't get it. Ham's on the far side. Ham's going to drive inside, kick that one Rustling. Rustling working near the free throw line. He's going to step inside. Nice floater, no good. Might have been a little tap on the back there as the rebound is brought down by Michael Dang. Nice move on the far side by Everett. Everett's signaling for them to swing. He does. That goes to Lubarski. Down and underneath is Nicholas. He's going to draw a little extra contact there. Nice play by him. Certainly knows his role is going to be in the paint, so he is not afraid to kind of shake and roll and bump up against guys. Again, you're going to use his physicality as much as he can tonight. Certainly an area, again, like we said, a lot of length in this Crookston Pirates team. They're still kind of figuring out under new head coach, first-year head coach, Bruce Erdman. As that one does settle in the strings, the Pirates now mustering 5 points. And the second free throw is going to come up here, and he goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. So nice free throw shooting from the big man there. And the Green Wave headed the other way. Far side now, Hams. And Rustling's going to cut inside. He's going to go to the rack. Nice. Ooh. They're going to give a foul to Jack Everett, I personally do not agree with that. I think he got the ball clean, but they're going to say he got a little wrist on the way through. So Rustling is going to look to add to his tally. He's got a quick 2. That one settles. Senior high, this really excellent community sport for this basketball team. And again, a lot of people in this building think that there's a really good opportunity for them to do something special this year, and I would agree. Of our Twin Cities teams, probably them and Sacred Heart, I would say, are the clear-cut number 1 and number 2. It depends on what night of the week that you're watching them. As nice drive there by Dang. He gets into the rack and puts a nice 2 in. Props to Crookston. They are fighting through this press well as Rustling's going to drive quickly. And, wow, Crookston, nice. Everett not afraid. We got a little mano-y-mano here. Everett not afraid to play on Rustling. 2 straight possessions he's got kind of in his business and sort of disrupted. And that one ends up in a clean block out of bounds. And the Pirates, get the ball back. Everett going to work now outside. Feeding inside to Nicholas. And they're going to say Gravy Train gave him a little bit of a knee or maybe a shin or something underneath. Interesting to see how that game gets controlled underneath. I mean, that's typically where you see a lot of physicality come out in a basketball game, and a lot of stuff really, it slides down there, as it should, in my opinion. Curious to see if they tighten that up down early. Maybe it's just early in the, maybe the short whistle. Windjam now going to drive. Nice move there. Kicks out to the corner. And, oh, wow, definitely a dangerous pass in there. Didn't see the foul myself, but they're getting another opportunity. So now both teams have 5 team fouls. Maher gets signaled there. Everett inbounds baseline. Top of the key to Deng. Deng going to his feet. Nicholas, fakes a 3 there and finds Deng underneath. Nice find by him. He feeds this one top, and this one's going to be just jostled out of bounds. So got to give it to Crookston. I mean, they're down by 8 early, 16-8 on our Ultra Health Systems scoreboard. But, man, they've actually played some pretty nice basketball, a lot better than maybe we thought the fight that they were going to put up. These slow meandering possessions as Windjam's going to pop a step-back 3. High arcing, no good, but a nice rebound there and keeping that possession for the Pirates is Everett. Windjam going to work on the left side here. Crookston really starting to move the ball pretty well as Nicholas is going to get underneath on Gravos. Nice block by him underneath. Excellent defensive play. They're still fighting for that ball. And we're going to get a foul on Dang there. Man, excellent job by Crookston fighting for that second chance tonight. They are not afraid to work underneath. And they're not afraid really to go after that second chance. I mean, you saw there, got a nice, clean, good rebound. And they're able to keep that possession, get another shot off. Greenwave now. Top of the key, Campos. Cycles Rustling, step and pop. He's got that really far kind of back behind his head release. Gets really hard to track here as this full court press is going to weaken. This looks like maybe a second unit here. Calling off the screen is Windjam. He finds Nicholas free throw line. Nicholas, no look pass, and he probably wishes he would have. That one's going to be a quick turnover here. Nice move there by Hams. Hams going to jump cut inside. That one's going to be stolen away. Jump ball. Thought Contreras had a clean steal there, but they're not going to give it to him. Again, hats off so far to Crookston, really playing nice defensively. Again, East Grand Forks hopped out to that really quick early run, but they've been able to whittle away. Save for that first few minutes, this is a really good opportunity for Crookston to kind of will themselves back into this one. Top of the key, cycling right. Contreras. Dang, all alone. His long 3 goes in, goes off the top of the scoreboard, no stop. Rustling gonna slow it down and work to Campos. Campos finds him again in the deep corner. Nice opportunity there. Greenwave on a little bit of a cold streak here as Crookston's gonna work inside. Oh, nice spin move there. Nice swat. Actually, I'd say a good spin move by Tyler Michelson and a better swat by Riley Hams. I think I got a couple players jumbled up there. 13 is Weston Maher. My apologies. Inbound Pirates. Contreras, right side. Nicholas up top, not afraid to get out there as this long pop 3 looked like a decent shot, but again, another second opportunity by Contreras. Nice rebound there. That long shot comes in from Michelson. Dang. Working now, going to drive, cycling, working right side. Windjam step back, gets a nice man to bite. Contreras shot, this looks like it'll be a little short, and it is. This one's going to just work to the left of the iron and trickle out of bounds. A timeout for Crookston really was, I would say, pretty well taken as they've really played a lot better. They're on a 6-2 run, if you believe it. The way this game is winding slowly, you wouldn't think. First 8 minutes already gone. Greenwave set to inbound now. And here they go. Working in the corner, Jones. Looks for an option, doesn't take his dribble. Top of the key, long 3 from Lindgren, and it settles. Excellent shot by him. Really nice play so far from him. He's got 2 threes really quickly, 6 of the 19 points for the Greenwave. Jump cut inside Windjam. Jez Jones picks his back pocket. Nice there. Jones going to work quickly. Lindgren And a little delayed jump there, and he adds another 2. He's on a little mini run himself. He's got 5 in the last 2 possessions. Crookston looking inbound here. This is where the press starts to be a little bit of the problem, especially with the first unit. As they make it through the half court, working now the right side, near side for me. Contreras, top of the key. Cycles left, Lubarski, and we got a timeout. Folks, we're going to take that one with them. Greenwave up early, about halfway through this first half. They're up 21-8. Back in a minute.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Let's hear it for
As we welcome you back here. That timeout is brought to you by Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tire. Apex Apparel, folks, I'm wearing a KNOX polo. They did an excellent job. Elizabeth over there, they got it turned around for us very quickly. My regular counterpart, we get a little bit broken up in the winter sports, but Sam Jensen coordinated. I can't say enough about the great work and the speed that they do. Whether it's 100 items or one, Apex Apparel's got you taken care of. Pirates inbound here. Jez Jones working very good defense on that far side. It's apparent that Reggie Windham is going to be probably the primary ball handler for the Pirates tonight. But he is not afraid really to spread that ball out, not really necessarily creating his own shot. Gives it to Michelson, who coughs it up. Jez Jones, top key. Cycling left. Someone goes to the floor there, not sure who that was. Messi Kalenda now checking into the game. Big presence inside. He's going to work down low. We get an opportunity to see him. Kalenda, nice floater there, and he gets it to drop for 2. Making his impact known and his size known early as Kalenda working really well inside. Checking in for the Pirates is Braden Peterson. He's going to match up against Kalenda down in the paint now. Nice streaking cut there. But the Pirates unable to do it. Weird floater comes in, no good. Jez Jones grabs a quick rebound, works up the court quickly. And he runs into a Contreras who's not moving, who's going to get called for a foul. And the Wave are in the bonus. So Jez Jones getting an opportunity to shoot here. Jez Jones had an excellent football career here for the Greenwave. And he's got one more year to go. We certainly love to watch him. Just a dynamic player on both ends. And we see here in this game, just the way that he's played defense, is that first one settles through. We see the way that his defensive motor and his defensive work rate, I wouldn't necessarily call him an offensive specialist, but man, has he played tough down on that other end, getting back and playing some good defensive basketball. Goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. He's up to now 5 points in the evening, I believe. Heading the other way are the Pirates, picking up his dribble before the half court is Everett, is Windham, excuse me. He does pass that one to Everett. Everett going to call in for a screen, snap to the far side, dang baseline. Nice floater here. That one going to be a little bit short. Nicholas gets that rebound, gets another one. Wow, creating his own shot underneath. And he is fouled. 2 rebounds underneath there. Nice job by Nicholas. Hunter Nicholas, he comes in at 6'3". He's a senior. This is a team, this Crookston team has got a lot of older players, which is good, but what ends up happening a lot of times is that you play so senior heavy that you have no one left kind of after they graduate. But they do have a nice mix. They're cycling players through, but certainly a good hoop team as that one settles through. He's got now 3, I believe, Nicholas, all coming from the stripe, if I'm not mistaken, against just 1 foul. As the second one is a hair strong, Messi Kalenda is able to snag a rebound. Jez Jones far side. Works corner McDonald. McDonald going to work near the free throw line. Jump cut. And floats that one in. No good. Rebound is picked up, and Carson McDonald's going to lay a long three there as Messi Kalenda is able to grab a board efforts, jostle around. Open on the far side, Brody Knutson passes up a long three, unable to corral that ball, but Jace Lindgren's going to drive inside. Carson McDonald now going to, wow, excellent ball movement. Gosh, I just can't even keep up with it. Good defensive steal there. That one comes from Everett. Everett's going to jump alone and put that two in quickly. Good little sequence there for the Pirates, just stifling the Green Wave, not allowing them an opportunity to shoot. Jez Jones going to jump inside near the free throw line. Nice spring in his step, but no good, as this one's going to be stole by Carson McDonald from Brady Nicholas. McDonald backs it up, corner three, no good. Jez Jones shoved accidentally by Kalenda. Nice cut down low from Knutson. Knutson going to go up and around. A nice tip in there for McDonald. They're going to give that one to Knutson, but it looks like McDonald might have had a fingertip on it. Greenwave really balanced scoring thus far. Again, they're not really afraid to spread the rock out at all. Michael Deng far side. Everett to Lubarski. Good poke by the Green Wave there, and this one's going to settle out of bounds. Just 6 minutes and 16 seconds remain on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. Green Wave out to an early lead, 27-11. You know, they had a nice 10 to 12 point lead against Pelican Rapids that dissipated very quickly in the final minutes of that game. So Coach Perkowitz, and as I talked to him in the pregame, and as they're letting the junior varsity game go, he talked a lot about kind of how does your team feel, you know, and coming off a long winter break. I mean, the Green Wave didn't feel very good. He said to me kind of with a sheepish grin that you could tell we maybe had a couple days off. But it certainly feels like tonight they've brought this intensity. And again, as we talk a little bit about QRF and kind of how the seedings and the ranking goes, I mean, the Green Wave feel like they've put together as nice of a resume as anyone, but yet not really getting a ton of respect, if you will, on their game. So certainly going to be a little bit of fuel here in a critical 3-4 day period. Dang, nice hand there. McDonald's pass is intercepted. Pushing quickly, Everett to the near side. He's going to be pinched near the baseline and then start the cycle. Everett now. That pass to no one. Kalenda up quickly. Everett, another steal. I don't mind Kalenda tossing that one up for Rustling, who probably would have given it a nice little slam. But that one is intercepted by Everett. Deng, far side cycling top, Windjam. Windjam going to work against Jez Jones. Jones using that really long frame to play some excellent defense. Everett got himself all alone, and a long three comes in from Everett. Nice shooting there. Beautiful shot. You saw it just about straight on with our camera. We'll see if we can get a replay bump for you there. That one brought to you by American Family Insurance. Tyler Nagel Agency. Kalenda, nice bounce pass, cutting Rustling. Decides not to go up with it. Rustling going to give himself an extra lap, but he's going to get an opportunity to float as Jez Jones puts that one in. Let's see if we can get a look at that Everett three again. Here you have it, just straight on. Boom, nice three in the flush for him. Crookston still trailing in this one by a score of 29-14. Another timeout. We are going to keep this one with us. This timeout's as always brought to you by Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tire. It's interesting getting to talk with Coach Perkowitz again. This is young season. Basketball obviously kind of makes its hay in January and February, a little bit of March if you're lucky. But he talked about coming back from break against his Pelican Rapids team. You know, he didn't necessarily feel like his guys maybe had all the juice they had in their step before the break. And you get that, right? A couple weeks off. The way that the holidays fell this year, maybe a little, takes a shorter break into a little bit of a longer one. But he felt like definitely in the second half of that game, his team kind of got back to maybe what he was expecting. I don't know if you want to say necessarily his standard, which is very well known, I would say, up and down the region. Perkowitz runs a very, very solid Green Wave program, and they seem to always be competitive even when you might not necessarily think that they're loaded with the stars. Now, this year, certainly, I wouldn't say the exception, but I would say you would be hard-pressed to find anyone that thinks that this Green Wave team could not compete up and down the section and potentially even at the state level. Coming out of the timeout here, just under 5 minutes remain in this first half. Green Wave out to a comfortable 15-point lead, but Crookston has showed some signs on and off of potentially the ability maybe to get back into this. Inbound pass here. That press coming by way of Lindgren. Nice. Oh, Nichols not able to corral that one. As McDonald's going to shove to Rustling in the corner. Rustling's going to go top to Lindgren. Lindgren going to cycle over to McDonald. McDonald outside the three-point line there. Doesn't see the shot that he wants. Jez Jones, deep corner. His three is good. Jez Jones putting on a shoulder tonight. He's got up to 9, I believe, the Green Wave's leading scorer. Nice performance for him thus far, especially defensively, as that trap now meets him at the half court. And Lindgren off the steal puts up an easy 2, so the Green Wave push their lead very quickly to 20. As working inside, a weird floater comes in there, no good. Nicholas able to grab it, kicks it out to the top. Gets that one to Contreras, and Deng is going to take this one in. Working underneath is Michelson, not able to get anything to go. So again, Crookston gets a nice offensive rebound, but just comes up empty. Rustling all alone. Corner 3 is good. Green Wave really flexing their muscle here at the end of this first half in the fading minutes and really starting to push their lead out. Deng far side. Cycles into Nicholas as Rustling jumps with him late and does slap. Oh, wow. All right, they're going to say it was a travel. I did not see the footwork myself. Rustling jumped a little bit late, and I thought he smacked him, and for sure he was going to be shooting 2 there. Green Wave might have been able to get away with one. Rustling far side now. Lindgren corner. Top of the key, Maher. Working nicely. Lindgren inside. Putting in a hard fought 2 and getting 1 to go. That is Maverick Martin. It's pretty incredible to think about the size of some of these players coming off the bench for the Green Wave. I mean, there's a lot of teams up and down the region that would be playing your Messi Calendas and your Maverick Martins almost all game long. But this Green Wave team is so deep, they don't necessarily need to use all their weapons, and certainly not all at one time. As Everett now, Michelson, excuse me. This one's going to be tipped and grabbed by Maher. He's going to flip up the court quickly. Excellent defense in the last couple of minutes here from the Green Wave. Driving inside McDonald's, he cradles that one, no good. Nice second effort by Martin. Good team effort for the Green Wave to keep this one now on the attacking end. Maher, nice cut to Martin, just unable to corral it. Ooh, it was a good look. Had him till 2 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. Green Wave out to a comfortable 25-point lead. And really, folks, it's come from kind of all areas. We'll talk about that in our halftime show. Halftime show brought to you, as always, by High Plains Water and Grand Forks Welding and Machine. As we got a foul here. I didn't see. I was updating my scoreboard and reading some of my ad sheets. That foul goes on Maher. And shooting the 1-and-1 for Crookston will be Reggie Windham. Crookston not a ton of opportunities from the stripe tonight, but that maybe is owing to their offensive production. They've been able to get good possessions established, but honestly, the full court press hasn't been what's stopping them. It's been kind of the last 15 feet really has been the force field for the Green Wave. They've played some very good defense. But Crookston, I would imagine, probably would hope to get a little bit more inside there. Second for Windham here. It's good. Goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. And we got another sub for the Pirates here as we get now down in the final 2 minutes. Lindgren, corner, all alone. Long 3 attempt. That one comes in from Brody Knutson. And Going straight to the stripe is Michael Dang. I didn't see the foul. I got caught looking at my roster sheet there. Dang's first settles through the stripe. I wouldn't say Crookston's necessarily out of this game. I mean, they've struggled at times to generate offense, but they've had a really good prolonged periods of defense, which kind of down the stretch in this one could be the fuel that they need to maybe get back into this one. As Lingren's going to push that one to Rustling. Rustling, Jez Jones in the logo. All alone is Knutson, and he's going to just tap that one in for an easy 2. Pirates playing some kind of weak version of a full court presser. Maybe it's just their final 2 minutes, but they left Knutson all alone. Jack Everett goes to Michelson. A lot of traffic inside there. Michelson ends up with the cycle stop. Everett swinging left. That one goes to Lubarski. He's got Windjam on far side. Jez Jones, nice defense. Top of the key, Everett. Shot clock getting down there as Lubarski barrels through and taking that charge is Carson McDonald to Greenwave. An excellent end to that possession as they force the turnover. Inbounding now is McDonald, and that's going to go to Jez Jones. They feel a little more comfortable. This full court press now comes. Rustling, cycling quickly. Corner Chase Lindgren. His 3 is good. I think he's 3 for 3 from behind the stripe. Don't quote me, but he's got 13 on the scoreboard. He is the Green Wave's leading scorer by far. An excellent performance from him out wide thus far. Inside is Dang. Dang's going to be stripped by Jez Jones. All head of steam. He's got Rustling far side. Doesn't take it. He kicks back out Lindgren. Another long 3. This one no good. Flipping up the court now is Windjam, excuse me. Michael Dang is stripped again. Austin Rustling working inside. Lays that dish in for an easy 2. Ooh, and Rustling giving Jack Everett the ball, letting him know it's yours to have, my friend. Long 3 from Michelson, no good. Joshing for that rebound underneath is Lubarski, but he's unable to grab it. And this just relentless Green Wave attack is back going at it. As Lingren just kicks that one out of bounds a little strong there for McDonald in the corner. Getting ready here for what should be the final play of this first half. Green Wave comfortable lead. We'll talk about that in the halftime show. Looking forward to that. We'll send you a couple breaks, of course, as we always do. Inside Nicholas here. Oh, his 2, no good. Jez Jones got an opportunity for a deep 3 here. He spots it up. Oh! Close, but no good. At the half, the Green Wave lead on our Ultra Health System scoreboard by a score of 46-18. Folks, we'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll take you through this halftime show, give you a brief scoring summary, give you what we have at least. Get ready for the second half. Green Wave off to a fast start and looking to play just some good sound ball and close this one out. You're listening and you're watching KNOX. Back in a few.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
As we welcome you back to the halftime show, thank the Lord Almighty that this rockin' East Grand Forks pep band has stopped playing so I can finally hear myself think. Chatting here with Luca Carpenter, our cameraman. We were talking about, man, it is loud in here, but it's good. Good first half from the Greenwave, really playing some excellent ball early. They're out to a very, very commanding 46-18 lead. And honestly, folks, it wasn't as good for a while. It was a 15-point lead, which obviously is strong. But really in the last, 4 minutes of that first half, they turned it up. The defense, that press, they were trapping a lot of guys in the half court, did a really nice job of just stifling that ball out and really giving it nowhere to go. As they do a nice job to close this half out, we're going to take you through some scores here. I stopped keeping scores. They had it on the board for me, but then I lost the board to the halftime entertainment here. It looks the third graders from the East Grand Forks YBA. We'll talk a little bit about kind of the growth of that program. We'll take you through that in our next portion of our halftime show, folks. We'll take you through some scores. We do have a couple here on the board. So leading all scorers, I believe, is Chase Lindgren. He's got 13. Really had a very nice night. Really starting early and starting quickly. And he's got a really, really good hot start for him. We got 2 apiece at 9. That's Austin Wrestling, number 1. And number 4, Jez Jones. They both have 9. Carson McDonald is on our scoreboard here for 5 points. But, man, he had a couple really early, really quick in a flurry, and then kind of maybe not as strong of an impact down the stretch in that one, but they don't need to. Brody Knutson rounding out with 6. When we talk about this East Grand Forks team's identity, they're really going to play 10-11 deep all night. As you've been watching on this broadcast, this full court press is something to be reckoned with. It's tough, though, right, because you don't get a lot of really I shouldn't say you don't get a lot of stellar individual plays, but unlike some teams from smaller schools where one player pretty much rocks the entire game and he might put up 30, 40 points a night. I mean, East Grand Forks is a lot tougher because you're splitting your minutes with 10, 11, 12 guys. What it does is come tournament time, I mean, your team is ready or a little bit healthier. Probably your starters haven't been playing as much. But the Greenwave's certainly showing why that's advantageous tonight. I mean, this full court press is nothing to be messed with. And again, strong guard play generally makes the press. And I think Crookston has done a nice job of getting outside of that press and not falling so victim to it. But what's happened is in that final 15 feet, closing near the net has just been really tough for them. But some good opportunities to coach out of that one in the second half. Greenwave got a 28-point lead at half by a score of 46-18. Again, Chase Lindgren leading all scorers with 13. So he's had a really, really nice night, and he's only a sophomore, folks. So get ready for maybe the year of Lindgren next year. Folks, we'll send you another break in this pregame show. Bring you back. Talk a little bit about the growth of the East Grand Forks YBA basketball program in my conversation with Coach Josh Perkowitz. You're listening and you're watching KNOX. This halftime show brought to you by High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water, and Grand Forks Welding and Machine.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Folks, as we welcome you back to this halftime show brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine. The Men of Steel, 1812 Gateway Drive, been in our community for a long time. I've been to their Bin Buster sale. I think that's called the Bin Buster sale. I've been to that many times and stocked up for myself. The Grand Forks Welding and Machine, a great partner, of course, KNOX Sports and KNOX Radio in general. And also, High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. If you ever want a better drinking water, cleaner skin, appliances that last longer, pretty much everything you can think that in your house that touches water or where water maybe might touch something in your house, High Plains Water, a whole home system, is a great way to prolong the life of your appliances. As our clock meanders a little bit closer here, the second half, Greenwave again commanding lead by a score of 46-18. Excuse me, folks, my apologies. Greenwave lead by a score of 46-18 over the Pirates of Crookston High School. We'll talk a little bit in the second half about the growth of this East Grand Forks Youth Basketball Association program. You know, it's talking with Coach Josh Perkwood's been involved with the hoops in the East Side, of course, for a very long time. He's been the head coach of the Greenwave for 7 years, and before that he was an assistant, I believe, for another 6 or so. So he's been with the team since 2011. That's about 13, 14 years. Awesome figure in the community. I see him a lot. We do a lot of East Grand Forks football. He's always in the booth helping out. Softball, he's around, and of course basketball, his sport. One thing that he said he's probably most proud of is the growth that this the youth basketball program has had. You know, for a long time he talked about how they were never able really to have more players in Grand Forks, and again, it's a community that's 5, maybe 6 or 7 times larger than what they're working with on this east side of the river. But he said that he's tried to really be intentional about getting youth into the game. He said this year, for the first time ever in his tenure at East Grand Forks, they had to turn away 19 players. So they just have a varsity and junior varsity team. So for the first time ever, they said Rustling puts a really nice basket in there and gets an and one to go. He talked about how they've really never had to turn away players And now kind of for the first time ever, they maybe had to have some tough decisions at tryout time. And he said, for a community of our size, to be able to have a turnout like that is outstanding. And a lot of that comes back to what he tries to get his high school players to do. He said every year, generally right before kind of basketball season starts, so he's a little smart about it. But he will try to get his guys to go down to the elementary school and the middle school and, maybe have lunch with a couple of the younger students, or I don't know if it's gym class they get to hang out for. Maybe it's just a regular class. But his goal is to integrate his players not only into this, this community of the younger schools as a way of almost pseudo-recruiting, but also tries to integrate them in the community through service projects. It's really just a great intentional effort that they've undergone, in East Grand Forks. And what this has now done for them is, I think this year he had 220 people come out for YBA, which is like an all-time record for them. At Grand Forks, I think they had 120 total. So really it's just completely changed the complexion of basketball as a nice drive comes in there from Knutson, a good lay, and he's got an and one opportunity. Like I said, it's just astounding how it's really has changed the community and really changed the perception of basketball in the community and what people want to be involved in. He's probably most proud of that. We talked through as well and some of his kind of big moments as a coach and some things that have mattered to him over the years. And we'll get through those a little bit further in the broadcast, but I really wanted to spotlight that. The way that this youth basketball program has really been embraced by the senior high team and the varsity team, and maybe they're starting to reap some of the benefits of that now a couple years in. Knutson rebound there on Windham's short shot. Rustling top of the key. Cycling right side to McDonald. McDonald's going to, looks like he tried to put up maybe an alley-oop or certainly a lob, as that one stays in bounds. Rustling unable to corral it there. Floater from Windham comes in short. Knutson's second rebound in as many possessions. As Lingren's going to cycle. Jez Jones, top of the key. He's going to blast through and put that one in. A lot of times Jez Jones will like to run to that free throw line and kind of jump and float, so I was sort of holding my breath waiting for him to take his preferred shot, but he ends up taking that one all the way through to the rack for an easy lay-in, too. Greenwave really working on all cylinders here as the Pirates just struggling to really find any offense. Shots maybe coming off tonight, not a ton of really good shots, not a really high volume, so it's really tough to get into the game. Knutson again ending up with the balls. 3 straight possessions out of that one. I think will officially go as a steal as he tracks an errant pass. But a really nice couple minutes here for Knutson early in the second half. Jez Jones, free throw line. Cycles Rustling left. He goes even further left to Lindgren. Lindgren looking to make a little space. Knutson top of the key. And he's going to work inside. McDonald sets a nice screen. McDonald works inside. His floater and shot is no good, but he'll get an opportunity to shoot a couple free throws here. It's pretty remarkable as the pep band is now filed out, but pretty remarkable the turnout for the game. Here on the east side, have been plenty of games on both sides of the river, Sacred Heart as well, that really have not, turned out as many folks. But it's a Monday night game, against a middling Crookston team. Is that first shot no good? But really, really impressed with how the community has turned out for this one. And props to Crookston as well, traveling down that Highway 2 road and getting here and supporting their team on a frigid winter day. McDonald goes for a rare 0 for 2 from the line. As Michelson now for the Pirates, far side. That's Everett. Everett, long spot up 3 is good. He pushes the Pirates now to 21. Lindgren going to work. Looks to drive inside, but he spreads that one to McDonald. McDonald, nice pop and jump. Shot came off a little awkward. It seemed like maybe early in his progression, but rebounded by Jez Jones. Rustling corner 3, no good. McDonald fighting for that rebound. He gets it to Rustling. Rustling going to shovel underneath. As Brody Knutson puts that one in for 2. Props to McDonald. He's maybe struggled in some of his shooting efforts here, but not afraid to turn around and really try and play some defense. You see him step there into a double, but he knows he's covered with that far side slant. As Everett pops another 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And we'll take this one with him, folks. This timeout brought to you by Big Jim's Tire, Apex Apparel.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
As we welcome you back here, we catch you with McDonald's touching the baseline with his foot there, so that one's going to be a turnover for the Greenwave. Couple good shooting plays from Jack Everett. He's got 6 points. A little quick spark for the Pirates early in this second half, but they have a long road to climb to get back into this one. Trailing by just over 30 points is working inside as Windham, just unable to get that one to fall. Quick play now, Lindgren. Lindgren's going to send this one back to Knutson, and he's able to slay that one in. Knutson really having a nice half. He's up to 12 now. He's got a couple really nice plays on both ends of the floor. Is that one cut? Nicholas going the other way. That's going to be a turnover for the Pirates. Rustling. Jez Jones. Jones working right. McDonald. All alone, no screen comes. Rustling working off a weak screen from Jez Jones. Michael Dang got kind of caught in the middle there. Didn't know where to defend him, and Rustling pops another 3 through. He's up to 16 now, so we got 4 Wave in double digits. This will take you through that summary. A little bit later, Everett's going to let another long one fly, no good. Michelson josks for the rebound, unable to grab it. As Lindgren's going to come and float a 2, and the Greenwave really just getting it at will here. They're up to 63. This has been excellent offensive performance for them. They're up to 63, which I believe their season high is 86 this year. They got a really decent chance of picking that up as week 2 falls through for the Pirates. Top of the key, Knutson, nearly gets it. That one goes short, but just rattles around the iron. Michael Deng is going to have his pocket picked by Jez Jones. Jones going to work cycle, far side wing. C-Mac, long 3 is good. Finally gets one to drop, and we got another timeout from Crookston here, folks. We are going to take this one with them. You're watching rather, to KNOX TV. This broadcast is brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales.
30-second timeout, East Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
So we welcome you back to the action, just a second behind here. Pirates going to cycle the ball, finding some good movement. Michelson's going to work inside floater. His drop is good. Nice little play there. Really nice little kind of textbook floater. Gets inside, looks the guy off to the left, and then pops his hand up top there. Greenwave now with the ball is Braden Campos. Cycles over to Mahar. Long 3 from Rustling off the front of the iron. Nichols grabs a rebound there. They're going to say Gravos is give him a little shove underneath. Didn't see it myself. That one's going to go the other way. Pirates now. Apologize, our clock is a hair behind. This one's now just around 11 minutes and 40 seconds. About 20-second differential for us there. We'll catch up here shortly. Michael Deng underneath as he gets the ball back. Oh, nice backdoor cut by Nicholas. Nice play there. Really, really nice find by Deng there. Campos with the ball. Cycles over now to Hams. Hams top Rustling. Rustling gonna jump cut, jostles around inside. Maybe thought he had a little contact on him. Campos gonna spot up and stop. Rylan Gravos. Rustling top. Working the far side. Excellent ball movement from the Greenwave, especially for their second unit. Wow, this is impressive. Cycling now in transition for the Green Wave. As that one unable to be corralled, and this one will stay with the Pirates. As our clock finally catches up here, Crookston, able to pop in a quick 2, and then they'll get one to boot here for Nichols. As that one goes off the front of the iron, no good. As we're now nearing the halfway mark in this second half, Greenwave out to a commanding lead. They got him by 34 right now, folks. Cycling the ball well, Rustling corner. Hams. Top key to Campos. They're going to say he traveled. That one's going to stop the play dead in its tracks. I was talking to Coach Perkowitz a little bit before the game, and for those of you that have watched maybe a lot of basketball or have some kind of strong opinion about basketball, and those of us that watch a lot of games think often there's kind of a right way and maybe a wrong. It's tough to say wrong, but there's sort of a right way to play the game, and there's kind of another way to play the game. This is a perfect example, right? Greenwave commanding lead, playing excellent basketball, shooting lights out. There are some teams, and I won't even say necessarily in our area, but there are some teams out there that will keep their starters in until the last 2-3 minutes, even though they got a comfortable lead. They'll let their main bucket getters kind of keep going against a team that is really underwinged. And Coach Berkowitz really takes pride in playing the game the right way. In my opinion, Austin Rustling's still playing in this game, but you've got to add a shaky performance. Maybe they're getting them juiced up for tomorrow night's game, but there are some teams that will just beat down and keep playing their guys and keep playing their guys, and that's fine. But at some point in the game, maybe you get to the postseason, you got only a 7-person, rotation. You're only playing 6-7 guys, not deep at all. Well, then all of a sudden, when someone goes down, you're trying to play someone that maybe has got no experience at all. The kind of the beauty of the system of playing a lot of players is that you have a lot of people that are ready to go. As I look down at the bench here, I see 6 players sitting with their warm-ups off, meaning they've checked into this game already. So, you're talking 5 on the court, 6 on the bench. You're talking 11 players deep. And, yes, at times, excellent basket there. Nice, hard-fought rebound by Hams. He's going to get 1 to go. Excellent individual effort by him. You talk playoff time, maybe you do want to shorten that rotation down to 7 or 8. But when you got 3 extra players that have had some experience in playing the game, that's never, ever going to hurt a team, especially as the season wears on. And you talk year over year about how a program gets good and stays good. When you have guys that have got some experience and have played a little bit of hoops kind of continually, that's really what you want. And there are plenty of people that will disagree with you, and that's fine. But, again, those of us that watch a lot of basketball, maybe in the prep scene a little more than your average Joe, when some teams are kind of doing something, it just sort of makes you wonder if there's a little bit more to the game. As a long 3 is going to be popped in, I believe that one was Contreras. So he lets it fly there as Crookston a better offensive effort in the second half as we are now exactly at the midway point. Up inside, Messi Calenda going to tuck for 2 on a nice feed from Jez Jones. He gets that one to go. Greenwave still running that full court press and able to pop the ball out here. This Riley Ham sends a little bit of a bigger player in Contreras down to the floor. And the Greenwave are going to keep this ball. Get this ball, rather. Winding down the court now. Working left side, Jones. Top of the key, Calenda. Nice to see him getting in this game. Campos pops a long three. That one just off the back iron. Crookston now down deep. Nicholas. Far side Contreras cycling. Quick snap here. Everett had a couple nice threes early in the second half, but unable to replicate that. They've moved on in this game. Nicholas going to kick behind him. Wow, a lot of passing here from the Pirates. Got to give props to them as Everett's going to get in and float one in for two. He's up to 15 on the night. Greenwave going to work this ball in no urgency to score, but certainly working on some passing and kind of getting that ball, some good floor spacing stuff. You know, the stuff that'll matter, like tomorrow night's game, obviously a big tilt on the horizon, as I could say, maybe comfortably we are past this Crookston Pirates team. That is going to be a massive game tomorrow night, and we'll have it for you, of course, right here on KNOX. That one is going to be against Fertile Beltrami right here at East Grand Forks at Senior High. Fertile Beltrami, an excellent team. They really have had some good basketball players over the years. After another nice season, a great year last year. I was able to watch them live at the end of the season in tournament time. I'm not sure if they played the game before Sacred Heart or if they played Sacred Heart, but man, that was a tight competition. We have a little action under that here. Crookston will inbound into a turnover. Jez Jones. But Nicholas grabs him by the ankle there, and they're not going to stop him. We're now under running time. The game clock just under 7 minutes. I'm a hair behind. I was stopping it. I did not notice that it was kept going there. The Greenwave comfortably in control of this one. 30-plus point lead there is Ryland Slack, and he maybe doesn't see the court a ton. He's going to check into the game. Nice nod by Perkowitz there to spread the love out a little bit for some of the players, especially in a game like this. Crookston has maybe just lost their resolve to fight in this one, folks, as they are down handily to the Green Wave, and they've really had some good performances in this season. I mean, they had two scorers that went over 20, one that went for 21 and then for 29 in the last game. So I mean, it's not that they can't score; it's just tonight, maybe they rocked in flow as freely as a person is used to. Slack now working the right side. He's going to find an outlet there to Ham's top of the key, working far side Campos. Campos cycling, now bound to Slack in the bottom. I'm going to say he had a foot out of bounds. As Maverick Martin will sub into this game for Messi Calenda. Martin, an excellent football player, really wreaked a lot of havoc that defensive front. Had a very nice football career. Had a good opportunity to watch him for 2 years, and it was nothing but astounded of his performance over those 2 years. As Nichols fights inside for a ball, is unable to get it as Martin is able to snag that rebound in. They're going to give a push on Hunter Nicholas, number 5'5". Just over 5 minutes remain here. We're going to get some free throws, I believe. Maverick Martin getting an opportunity from the stripe. He's got 2 tonight. I know what I believe was a nice up and under from him earlier, but my memory is a little weak. That one he puts through. Greenwave now pushing 75. Martinez second. That one no good. Working for that rebound, coming in hot, but unable to grab that one is Riley Hams. I keep getting Hans and Maher confused here. Similar build, exact same shoes, same socks. When I just glanced down, I'm getting them confused. That one was Hams working in there. Michael Deng inside, he's stripped. Up the court now. Hams, nice outlet in the corner. Slack, top of the key to Campos. Campos corner, Slack. As he's going to launch a floater in. Oh, nearly had it. Subbing into the game, it looks like a fan favorite is Dodge Hall. Another excellent football player. He might have an opportunity next year. As we're going to get a foul here on the Greenwave. This game is slowed to a little bit of a grinding halt here. We're going to get a couple subs here. I believe Alexander Link is going to join us in this game. I'm looking for the jersey there. Peterson's going to pop a couple free throws here. Subbing into this game is Raphael Jones, Alexander Link, and Dodge Hall. So a couple new names here. As the second free throw, no good. As we get another foul down low here. Again, folks, this game really has slowed down now in the kind of the closing minutes here, just under 2.5. A couple rotation players getting in for the Greenwave. You always love to see that. Good opportunity. You give your starters legs a little bit of rest. They're going to need it tomorrow night as the Fertile Beltrami Falcons come to town. It's another 7:30 tip here, so that'll probably be a 7 o'clock pregame. That should be myself and Luke Carpenter, the Wall Hall of Wonder, fighting through a cold tonight to be with us. We're very appreciative of his services, keeping us live and tuned into the action. Slack now going to work to Dodge Hall. Excuse me. Slack going to work to Raphael Jones. This is Dodge Hall now, top of the key. Nice floater up. Little strong. And Maverick Martin's going to be whistled for a foul there. Coming up the court are the Pirates. Contreras working right side. Campos cycling underneath. Nichols nice here. He's going to go to work that one a little strong. This one's going to be tapped out by Hams. Slack, excuse me. Martin's getting an opportunity inbound. Martin thought it was going their way. Had me confused too. Contreras going to inbound here. He goes corner. Nicholas launches that one a little short off the front iron as Raphael Jones gets it. Maverick Martin all alone up top. Oh, lets the one fly with some encouragement from the bench and a sheepish grin from Josh Perkowitz. Up and under opportunity for Raphael Jones, no good. This one's going to be turned over quickly. An opportunity to shoot some free throws is Alexander Link. He got mowed over in the midcourt there by Brady Nicholas. Final 45 seconds here. Martin all alone. As a Greenwave are all good, but going to give the white flag in this one as Link nails his free throw. He does finally get the Greenwave over that 75-point mark. He hits both. Nice for him. Final 20 seconds here. Greenwave going to win this one by at least 34. Probably score will hold. So they're going to take a commanding victory over the Crookston Pirates. It was a little bit tight early, but Greenwave just proved to be too much, especially in that closing 4 minutes of the first half. Take a travel there. The closing minutes of that first half just proved to be too much as the Greenwave topple the Crookston Pirates by a score of 76-42. Folks, this broadcast brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Folks, we'll send you to a quick break. We'll come back, see if I can flag Josh Perkowitz in here to get a word from him. If not, we will go through our regular pregame elements. Player of the game, finest auto trim cover of the game. Scoreboard just got shut off, so I will not have a scoring summary for you. Sorry about that. We'll be back in a few minutes. You're listening to the post-game show on KNOX.
There's never been a better time of year than now to get that new Ford from Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks. It's the model year closeout, and you can drive off in a new F-150 XLT and save up to $14,500 or choose low 2.9% financing for 60 months. Ford Escape, another great buy. Save up to $4,250 and get low 1.9% for 66 months. Hurry in for huge discounts and low financing during our model year closeout at Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro.
As we welcome you folks in to our post-game show, this post-game show is brought to you by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College. Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. And Lake Region State College, we change lives, folks. These credits transfer anywhere within the state of North Dakota and also to, I believe, our reciprocating state. So give yourself a little bit of a haircut on the student loan debt and check out Lake Region State College. Convenient campus is located in Devil's Lake, Grand Forks Air Force Base, and, of course, online. Folks, the Greenwave win this one. I wouldn't necessarily say going away. They kind of just won this one. I mean, they really had a nice performance tonight. Really got it heated up, especially that last couple of closing minutes of the first half. It was still a tight-ish game. They started really hot, and then Crookston was starting to whittle away. But then the Greenwave really showing their strength. You know, I want to call out a couple things, and I'll actually go back to our let me go here. The keys to the game. This is brought to us by Durrell Sports. This is the post-game show. We're taking you through some callbacks to our pregame stuff, but use that transition game. The Greenwave, excellent job. Get the ball, grab the ball quickly, and flip and get going. I mean, they do not waste time. They're not going to hang back. They have really no reason to. They're not afraid to get that transition ball quickly. And, again, as the game kind of spread out in the second half, you saw a lot more of this. But I knew what they were trying to do early. They did a nice job. And also, that other one, be ready to see that physicality. It's a Crookston team that's big, and kind of that weathering that physical storm early really paid off for the Greenwave. As again, when it got a little bit tight, excuse me, folks, when it got a little bit tight there, they were really able to play. I mean, again, Greenwave have a lot of length. They're a good basketball team. Wouldn't necessarily say they're a big basketball team, but certainly long. And they did a very nice job. Generally, this is the time of the post-game report where I would take you through our scoring summary, taking you through our players of the game. We'll still go through all that. I'm going to see if I can't snag in Coach Josh Perkowitz here. Might have an opportunity if he glances up here at this lonely old media booth, but really nice to talk with him. And, of course, the big look ahead is tomorrow night's game. That's going to be a massive tilt here. I'd be curious to see if we get equal turnout. I wouldn't be surprised if we even got a little bit better. Again, the Fertile Beltrami Falcons going to come up the road. Folks, this postgame show is brought to you by Spray Advantage in Lake Region State College. This broadcast brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Folks, we send you to a break. We'll take you through some postgame awards and see what we got, and then we should be able and be good to go for KNOX. Adrian Cummings back in just a minute.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer. When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Folks, as we welcome you into the postgame show, I got a guest with me, Coach Josh Perkowitz. Perk, you know, you're talking just a little bit. You kind of maybe pushed your starters in this one. Talk me through a little bit your game plan and how it unfolded for you.
We just wanted to make sure that we came out, we established our dominance on the defensive side of the ball, and we made sure that we were doing little things, taking care of the basketball, getting that ball moving baseline to baseline, and then everything else can open up for you offensively when that happens. And that was kind of what we're doing that early, and we wanted to make sure we could push that lead out to 35. We know we have a big game again tomorrow, so we wanted to make sure if we had an opportunity to rest our starters, we've got to take that.
You know, I noticed a little bit that Crookston did a pretty good job of getting past the press and getting kind of into your end of the basketball court, but kind of that last 18 feet for them, they really struggled. Is that a little bit by design, or did you think they maybe just had some good ball handling, or sort of what led to, at least what I felt when I was watching, is that they were able to kind of get through the press, you know, some plays better than others, but then kind of that last sort of 15 to 18 feet, they just struggled getting inside.
Well, our press isn't really necessarily designed to get anything. It's more designed to wear you down.
Sure.
And that's kind of what happened. You know, they had fresh legs early.
Yep.
They were able to get past us, and we're like, fine, you keep running. We have fresh guys coming.
you got a whole bunch of them over there.
And then you saw what happened in about 6 to 8 minutes left in the half. They started getting tired.
Yes.
And then they started making mistakes, and we started capitalizing off of those. And so our press is more designed to wear you out.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if we get better teams, more in-shape teams, stuff like that, you don't see that till the second half, and that's when it's going to catch up with you.
Right. Talk about the closing few minutes in the first half. I thought you guys played obviously good ball. Then I really thought that sort of last 3.5, 4 minutes and kind of through the end of that first half, you just really clamped down. You really started to spread your lead, got a couple nice buckets. Talk about the importance of the kind of that middle sort of 6 minutes, let's say 3 minutes on either side of the half.
Well, we wanted to make sure we brought some guys in off the bench. Maverick made some good plays for us. Messi Kalinda made some really good plays for us off the bench, keeping the ball alive defensively, but not only that, established themselves. Hunter's really good down low, and he's really strong. He rebounds well. He does some little things well, and I think those guys came in and they handled him, and they made sure to keep him off the boards, but kept the ball alive for us a couple times so we could get those second opportunities. And I think it was really important for us to close a half. and
Yes.
close a half on a 10-2, whatever it was, something like that, and holding them to, I had to ask at halftime. I was like, I didn't realize that we held them to 18 points. I mean, that's pretty impressive defensively.
That's excellent.
At any level, at any level, and in a high school basketball game, there's still high school athletes over there, and so to hold the team to 18 points, I think I was more impressed with that than what we were doing offensively.
Okay, final two things here. First, give me a player maybe on your team that didn't necessarily jump on the score sheet, or I wouldn't want to say necessarily unsung hero. Let's start with that, and then we'll do a little bit of look ahead to the Falcons tomorrow.
I think that Messi, I would have to give it to Messi Kalinda,
Yeah.
number 15. I think that he came off and he gave us a little bit of energy, and he got a couple of those buckets. He got a couple buckets, and I think everyone, on our bench was
a little
was
spark
cheering,
plug.
a little bit of a spark for us, because he's super athletic. But if you watch him, he's only been playing basketball for about 2-3 years.
Sure.
But he's super athletic, and he's great on the football field, and really starting to get those feet are starting to work defensively. He's starting to figure some things out, and he's a big body, and so when we have posts, it's really nice to be able to go to a post and go to 2-3 of them, because at some point in time, they only have one post, so he's going to get tired.
Right.
The same strategy, just keep leaning on him. Eventually, it's going to crack, and we're going to have that tomorrow night for sure, because they have a really good post player for Fertile.
So looking ahead to the matchup tomorrow, the Falcons will have a 7 p.m. pregame here on, of course, KNOX Live, and then a 7:30 tip. What are you expecting? Are you expecting maybe similar showing to what you had tonight, a little bit different from a skill variety for them, or kind of give us your at least initial thoughts?
They're going to be a little bit more skilled, and they're a team that knows how to win basketball games, and they know how to win games in general. Their football team is great. They're just a group of kids that they know how to win basketball games, and it's going to be another really tough game for us. And they played tonight, so hopefully maybe they went to overtime. I don't know, something
hopefully.
like that. So,
That's right.
wear their legs down, or maybe they didn't get a chance to rest a couple guys. I mean, that any advantage we can take at this time. This is going to be our third game in 5 days.
Yep.
So we're looking for, hey, we just got to figure out a way as coaches to make things happen, and we know that there's going to be mistakes made, probably mentally more than anything tomorrow, because we are starting to get a little bit tired. But it's still better than being at practice.
Oh, absolutely. Final thoughts, Coach Berkowitz?
No, it's just a good game, and we got to start, enjoy this tonight, and tomorrow we're 1-0 again. That's what we got to focus on. We continue to get better every day.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach Berkowitz, for your time, folks.
Appreciate it.
Josh Berkowitz.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here
All right.
tomorrow. The Greenwave take care of business tonight. They win going away 76-42 over the Pirates. We'll give out our final awards of the game, our finest auto trim cover of the game, given to our defensive player of the game. No-brainer for me. That's going to go to Jez Jones. Excellent performance by him all over the court, and would be working for a ball underneath. Gets no luck. He'd go all the way down the court just for even an opportunity to swat at a ball. So Jez Jones, hoping he gets an opportunity to repeat that tomorrow. And then our PS Garage Doors player of the game. I think the Greenwave got a lot of good spread scoring. I thought Rustling did good, but really the spark plug for this game was Chase Lindgren. Really nice job getting the ball quickly, getting his opportunities, making some good points. So my PS Garage Doors player of the game is going to be Chase Lindgren. Folks, that's going to do it for us. For Ryan Cunningham, Jared Thomas, Sam Jensen, Misty Paul, Luca Carpenter, Joey Springer, my name is Adrian Cummings. You've been watching KNOX TV. We'll be right back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. as the Greenwave take on the Falcons. They're 1-0 tonight, folks, by a score of 76-42. Post-game show has been brought to you by Spray Advantage Lake Region State College. Our network sponsors are Vard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Have a nice night.